All right, good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for taking the time to come listen to us speak about Clarksville, Tennessee this evening. My name is Tyler Dagler, and we're going to walk you through why Clarksville, Tennessee has been one of our favorite markets and our investors' favorite markets to invest in here. Little bit about me. My name is Tyler. I'm an experienced realtor here based in Orange County, California. I went to Clarkson for financial analytics and just recently finished up my negotiation mastery program over at Harvard. Down below here, just a little inclination. I can tell you about everything that I have accomplished here, but here is a number of people who will tell you that I've helped people just like you accomplish what it is that you're looking to accomplish and why you're here tonight. So we look forward to speaking with you this evening about how we can help you accomplish these real estate goals. So a little bit about Marshall Reddick Real Estate. We have a number of facets and options for you to invest in real estate. So first and foremost, we are a real estate brokerage. We help purchase and sell residential and multifamily real estate in all of our markets. We are a property manager, currently managing approximately 2,500 properties for our investors across the US at the moment. We're a private money lender, so we help our clients invest in private money loans, earning the return on the interest. And we also started an investment fund a number of years ago. This is an opportunity for our clients to pool their money together and fund those private money loans as well. So all savvy investors know that there's a certain portion of your portfolio that should go to real estate due to the ability for somebody else to pay it off while it appreciates, but also be able to take advantage of some pretty incredible tax advantages. And so we give our clients a number of ways to portion out a section of their portfolio into real estate. Here's just a view of the markets that we're in. The markets surrounded by the green boxes are the ones that we have offices in. The ones outside of those boxes is we have teams in at the moment. All these markets were specifically chosen based on a number of criteria. And those criteria are as follows, and I won't go through all of them, but the idea here is that through really deep analytical research, we've identified properties that make most sense for our real estate investors, so that if any of the terms here negate out one year or another, i.e. you might have a affordability option one year or a job market issue the next, that these markets don't fold, missing one or two options here. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce our realtor in the Clarksville area this evening, Malika. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tyler. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on this lovely Wednesday night. I'm super excited to speak with you all about this market, and I know some of you are very interested in what's going on, so thank you for joining us. I am licensed in the state of Tennessee as well as Kentucky. I'm also one of the property project managers. I do a lot of the make readies, the flips to have available for you guys. And they call me an expert of the Clarksville and Oak Grove area. So that's a little bit about myself. This is our team. At the Clarksville team, there's like, how many? I want to say 9 agents now. Like we've grown tremendously since 2018 when we first opened. So I can't really keep up, but this is some of us. This is not all of us, but this is some of the team here. We recently got a new office, probably about over a year ago now. Yeah, maybe even a little longer. This is our office that we're in now, and we do sales, we do leasing, property management, the turnkey properties, you name it, private lending. We are a one-stop shop. So We can help you with all of your real estate needs, anything that you're trying to do. If you have a property, if you're an investor that has a property that you've been holding for a while and you're thinking about selling, we definitely can get that listed for you and let you know how much you can list that property for. And if you're interested in buying a property, we definitely can help you. If you're someone that has properties already in Clarksville and maybe you're not, officially with Marshall Reddick as of yet, we'll be glad to have you. We can talk to you about bringing your properties over with us. So we're here to help you in any way you need. So Clarksville and Kentucky, Clarksville, Tennessee and Oak Grove, Kentucky are so close together that it wouldn't make sense not to be licensed in both states. We're right on the borderline. Clarksville, Oak Grove, Hopkinsville is like one big old circle. So, we have properties in all of those areas. We also have properties as well in the Nashville area, but Clarksville, Oak Grove, and Hopkinsville are super close, and we have properties in all of those areas. And you can look at this map and see like how close we are to each other. So where you see Fort Campbell, that will really be like your Oak Grove area. Okay. The graph here tells you a little bit about the values of the home. They have, really increased over the last year or two, up to about 24%. So you can see, if you look at this graph, where it started off down in like the hundreds, mid hundreds or whatever, and now it's like up to 286. So, tipping that iceberg of about 300 for the properties now. That's how much appreciation, the values have just increased, over the last 2 years. And then you can also see Oak Grove as well. The zip code for Oak Grove is 4226, which is in Christian County, Kentucky. And as long as, property values and everything are increasing in the Clarksville area, it's just trickling over to Oak Grove and Hopkinsville as well. And that is also, causing those properties to increase and the value of those to go up as well. This gives you a little bit of a statistical map where you can see like the different class of properties. We have luxury properties, A-class properties, B-class properties, C and D. We wouldn't advise you to go with a D-class property. Sometimes they look very affordable on paper, but they just don't seem to perform as well as your B and C properties. A properties can perform pretty well sometimes too, but sometimes they're, the more pricier they are, the less your cash flow will be on like your A class. But your B and C class properties are where you really see your cash flow as well as, some appreciation as well. So that's what we like to stick to. Population of Clarksville has grown tremendously. I've been living here in Clarksville since 2011. I moved here by way of Atlanta, and I've seen so much growth since I've been here. When I first got here, it was cornfields and soybeans and just a lot of farmland. And I have watched that land be developed. There's subdivisions left and right. There's strip malls, there's restaurants, there's casinos, you name it. I'm seeing nothing but growth to the point to where when I left Atlanta, I was kind of relieved because of the traffic was so bad in Atlanta. And I moved to Clarksville and I'm like, oh, this is a breeze. You can get anywhere in like 10 minutes all over the little city of Clarksville. Well, I had to retract that because now it takes about 40 minutes to get where you're going in Clarksville because you have traffic everywhere. And so, in 2019, Forbes and Money Magazine did an article and said Clarksville was the #1 place to live. And so many people moved here. And, it was just like this big boom. and they started building, developers started building and buying up the farmland and building more housing because we had a housing shortage. And the infrastructure for the highways are like just all out of whack because we can't almost can't hold everyone that's moved here. So this is a little bit so you can look at the numbers of the population, the median income. I know that unemployment here is rather low. We have a lot of different job, and employment opportunities here, and we'll get into that here in a second. But this is just giving you a little idea so you can see the population numbers here. Clarksville claims hottest zip code in entire country. So this was an article, and I think it is a combination of Open Door and I think the National Association of Realtors. And you can just take a moment and read this for yourself. But basically, it's just talking about how the zip code in Clarksville, like, was the number one. It was really, really aggressive for quite some time, for like the last 2 years. I've seen it where properties didn't stay on the market, but a couple of hours, and you would see it pop up 1 minute, and before you can even go and view the property, it was already under contract. Like, that's how hot it was here. So I'm going to take a few minutes. We have three main zip codes. We have 37040, 42, and 43, and all of them are really hot. Okay, so the top 5 reasons why people are moving to Clarksville. The lowest cost of living. Clarksville has for a while been very affordable. Even still, a lot of people move here from, the Nashville, the Murfreesboro area because they said, Clarksville is, more affordable. And so they rather commute and drive from Clarksville and still work in Nashville or Murfreesboro, but they rather commute than pay the higher amount for the rent or whatever. We're 50 miles northwest of Nashville. So in less than about an hour, you can get to, Nashville from Clarksville. The city offers a variety of activities of residents to engage in throughout the year. So there's a lot going on here. Like I said, they're building. They have a new arena that's coming that they're building. So many different entertainment places, that they're building that's bringing the businesses here to Clarksville because they're trying to keep up. Clarksville is the 5th largest city in Tennessee. So you have Nashville, then Memphis, Knoxville, Chattanooga, and then it's Clarksville. So they're trying to keep up with being that 5th largest city in Tennessee. Job growth and diversity. And despite being in the South, Clarksville is incredibly comfortable city to live in. I will tell you this. I help a lot of military families relocate, whether if they're, moving here for the first time because they're getting stationed here or they're trying to move back. A lot of times the military families, when they have been stationed here for a while, after they retire and they ETS out of the military, they want to ETS here because they want to move back and come back to Clarksville. There's so many people that I meet and I ask them, what brought you to Clarksville? How did you end up here? And they say, oh, well, we did a tour here for the military and we just wanted to stay because we liked it so much. So a lot of people really enjoy living in Clarksville. I must say it has grown on me. Clarksville is among the country's fastest growing, I can't see this word, metro areas. Okay, so, we talked about that in the last slide. I guess I got a little bit ahead of myself, but it is the 5th fastest growing houses market and city. It coincides with the job boom in Nashville, which is, just located an hour away. And it just Hankook Tires is doubling in production. So we have a lot of different job opportunities here, which I mentioned earlier, and we'll get a little bit deeper into that. And it's just a great place to raise a family. You know, I have 5 children, I have 2 grandchildren, and it's just a great place. You know, it's things to do. You can get in the car and do a little family trip that's 2 or 3 hours away. So I mean, the location is great. We do get all the seasons here, so we get summer, we have nice summers, and we have cold winters, and we have beautiful springs and falls. So it's just a great place to live here in Clarksville. So here's some of the major employers here. We have Google, Bridgestone, LG, Hancock, Sonova, Train. Train is a HVAC company. So if you see like on a strip mall or the mall or Walmart or somewhere, 9 times out of 10, it's going to have a Train unit on it because Train makes the big industrial HVAC units. Bridgestone tires and Hankook tires. So I recently had to get tires on my car, and I got Hankook tires, and I like them really good. It rides well, and and it's a massive plant, a massive factory. So they are still hiring more and more employees, and they are expanding the facility. Is every time I drive out that way, I see it's like they added on another building, or they're tearing ground up to add more or something. So, and of course, we have Fort Campbell, which is the second largest military base in the world. That's here in Clarksville. Sonova Healthcare. Sonova is growing and expanding. You can find emergency and urgent care centers all throughout Clarksville from Sonova. LG, the refrigerators and stoves and all that good stuff that they make, and TVs. That company is always having job fairs and hiring more and more people. So we just have a lot of diverse um, employment opportunities here. That's another attraction of Clarksville that kind of draws people into moving here, is because the jobs they have, good stability, good paying, decent paying wages. So here's a few of the samples. Fort Campbell, second largest military base in the world. So I know some of you may think that the downfall of having an military family placed in your property is, that they might get orders and they have to leave and your property will be vacant. But I will tell you this, the military, the way they operate, it's a revolving door. So you might have a tenant that comes down on orders and has to move out, but you'll get another tenant right behind that, because when they take a troop, they bring a troop. They, assign someone. And so it's kind of sort of like, okay, this troop is getting ready to be deployed. But then this other troop that was maybe in Killeen, Texas, or maybe in Georgia, you'll get all of a sudden you start getting all these phone calls, and hey, I get an ETS or PCS there, and I need housing or whatever. So it kind of like works hand in hand. I would honestly say that's not something to be concerned about. If you I have had people ask me, I wanna invest in Clarksville, but I'm kind of nervous because most of your tenants are military, and the military, they get on orders and then I won't have a tenant. That's normally never a problem, because you'll get another one right behind that one. So, okay, and I think Tyler is going to talk to you guys a little bit about the data packet.
Thank you so much, guys. I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about our Clarksville, Tennessee market. Malika, thank you so much for giving us an insight that we could only get from someone who actually lives there. So we appreciate that very much. That was very intimate and very close to what that town looks like. So thank you. If you guys are interested in learning more about this market, we have a number of data packets built for all of our markets. And if you want to just comment in the chat box below here, I will make sure that we shoot it over to you. We dig in really deep to all the different facets of the market, from job growth to employer growth, to builder growth, to price per square foot changes, things of this nature. We have a lot of intense information that we're more than happy to send over to you if you are of the mindset to do that kind of research. Oh, sorry about that, guys. I here.
So, yeah, let me go back right there. I'll let me just speak to you guys a little bit about property management. So thank you for that, Tyler. So as I told you earlier, we are a one-stop shop. We're a one-stop full-fledged real estate with property management. And so this is a little bit about our fee structure. It's just straight up and straightforward. On your lease renewals, there's whenever your tenant renews their lease, there's $150, fee for that. The tenant late fee is split, 50, it's a 50-50 split. So whatever the extra fee that the tenant has to pay, you as the owner will receive 50% of that. Marshall Reddick will get the other 50% because we have to be more aggressive with our collecting, and we're sending out more memos and door knocks and stuff like that. Your leasing fee is 50% of the rent. So if your rent is $1,000, you will pay $500 leasing fee, and that's for that agent to advertise that property, do the showings, and you know, get that property leased up for you. You will only pay that whenever a tenant is getting placed. You won't pay that at every renewal. You only pay that when that tenant is getting placed that first time. And then if that tenant stays for 2 years, you won't pay that fee again for another 2 years. There's a zero setup fee, zero maintenance coordination fee, and zero eviction fee. So we don't charge you for any of those things. That comes with part of your property management. So you can look at the bottom and you can see if you have a single family or townhouse, it's 8%. And if you have multifamily, it can be anywhere from 7% to 4%, just depending on how many units that you have. Okay, so very simple fee structure. All right, this shows you about the properties that we have under management. Okay, so all the purple little, I don't know, bullet points, the dots, whatever you want to call them. This is where the majority of our properties are. And then if you look up, we have, a few in Hopkinsville, we kind of have some, going down towards the Nashville area. So the heart of Clarksville and Oak Grove is where the majority of our properties are. But we do manage in these other areas that we mentioned as well. So we are definitely growing and getting more and more properties under management by the day. How to submit a strong offer? Well, of course, you want to put in a competitive offer and, appraisal gaps and shorter contingency periods. This was what was working for us, here recently when the market was very aggressive and the properties were only staying on the market for like a few hours. They were very competitive offer, going way above asking price. As the buyer, appraisal gaps had to be included in those offers to get those offers accepted, and shorter contingency period. That is still a big thing. If you may not have to go as high in the appraisal gap as we were, months ago, but the shorter contingency period is still a factor. If you are writing an offer for 7, to 10 days of contingency period, I think the seller is more inclined to accept your offer versus someone that's looking for a 15-day or more contingency period. And so now we're going to go over some hand-picked properties that I picked out that I want to share with you guys this evening, so you can take a look at them. They're all great properties. It's just a matter of what you're looking for and what numbers work for you. And these properties are available. The first one I want to talk about is 1145 Chinook. This property was built in 2010, so it's not that old. It is has been renovated. Everything, it looks good. It's got all new flooring in it. It's got fresh paint, new stainless steel appliances. Um, you actually can go and just put this address in, and you can go to our website and see it on our website, or you can just Google it and it will pop up and you can see some of the pictures. This property is at 369.9 is the asking price. You can look at all the numbers over here on the right hand side and see what the down payment and right now we just think 30% down is what most investors are paying down on properties, just so that they can still get good cash flow. And the monthly income of this property is about 245 a month, and that's with getting a rent of around 21.95. This property is close to Post, very very close to Post. It's in a great neighborhood. A lot of the homes in that neighborhood are bigger homes. As you can see, it's a 4 bedroom, 2.5 bath, and about a little over 2,100 square feet. So this is a great property. It it this doesn't do it any justice. Like, I really want you to pull up the pictures of it. The master has a fireplace in it. There's a fireplace downstairs. It's got double decks. There's a deck that walks out off the master bedroom, and there's also like a little hideaway area in the master. So like, if someone wanted to finish like have an office in their closet in their bathroom, they could do that, because it's like a little, I call it a peekaboo door. So, and then it's like a area. So it's a great property, and it is beautiful. All right. This property is a property that we just got finished with, this particular property. It is an older property, but it has been completely renovated. It has a detached garage. You don't see that on a picture, but it will be online and soon, and it is available. This one is at 279.9. 1650 is what we think we can get for rent for this one. It has all new flooring, brand new appliances, and light fixtures. It also is going to be getting a new roof on it. So it is a great property. This is going to be it's a 3 bedroom, bath and a half. This is going to be for someone who either is a factory worker or does not want to live close to Post. We do have military people that are looking for something that's a little further out or a little away from Post. It's not that far from Post, probably about a 15-minute drive, but this is one that we're just finishing up with. Pictures will be available in a couple of days. So, I think you really like this one. The return on this one is around a little over 8% for your ROI. So not too shabby. And this one, I love this one. I love all my babies. I love them all. I put a lot of energy in each property. I love to see them go from start to finish. And so this property, this one is getting a new roof as well. This one's had the whole shebang. It's got new flooring throughout. Got fresh paint, stainless steel appliances. It's got a new garage door. It is a 4 bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, and the upstairs bathroom is huge. So I can't wait for the pictures for this one to get completed so that I can get this one uploaded. It's not far from Post at all. So it will probably be, the tenants for this one will probably be, military tenants, or some of your, higher factory workers or whatever. This one will rent for about 18.95 or 18.50, somewhere in there. The asking price on this one is 329.9, and this is a beautiful house. This is in a beautiful neighborhood. This is actually in my neighborhood, so I can like literally walk to this one without getting out of breath. So it's It's a beautiful home. So these are just some of the properties that I handpicked that I wanted to share with you guys tonight. If you're interested, if you know want to know more information on them or whatever, feel free to reach out to myself. Feel free to reach out to Tyler. I'm happy to answer any questions. I'm happy to do a video walkthrough for you or send you the video to it. You know, if you're interested. And now Tyler will talk to you a little bit more.
Thank you, Malika. And guys, I just want to point out too that on those last few slides, when we're looking at our hand selected properties and it discusses your monthly income, that monthly income is in year one. Each and every year, Marshall Reddick Property Management will be upping that, so you can expect those numbers to go up. Year one's always the toughest, of course, because you're fresh into the investment, but just want to make sure that point is clear and concise with you guys. Earlier in the presentation, we had discussed the different classes of properties. We actually, Marshall Reddick, we wrote this book on how to class property, why property class matters, and how you guys can decipher property class in any of the market you might be interested in. If you guys would like a copy of this book, please just make a note in the chat here and I'll make sure to get you a copy sent over. And just to touch note here, I know a lot of you have already been on the website, but there's a lot to that website. And as you dive deeper, you will find that we have a ton of educational videos, articles, books on here. We have a lot of podcasts that we've made on here as well. And they're all organized by different topics and different subjects. So we just want to invite you guys to explore our library of knowledge and content. And just make note that there is a absolute ton of that educational content on there. So if there's something that you're specifically looking for, please feel free to let us know. And we know how to navigate and find that content. And we can get it over to you, nice and quick. So next step from you guys would be a consultation with an advisor like myself. If anyone on here received a phone call in the last 48 hours reminding them about this event this evening, that was me. And that's what we do as advisors. And here's just kind of a timeline, if you will, of how our clients typically find themselves to us and then, ends up being able to contract, purchase a property, and then put it under property management, right? We're going to talk about a little bit about goal setting. Everyone has different goals and there are different real estate investments that make more or less sense for each of our goals, right? So we need to understand what it is you're looking to do. Are you looking to get an appreciating asset that you can put some money into, completely forget about, cash out in 15 years and buy a Ferrari? Or are you looking to maybe offset some monthly income so we're more focused on a cash flowing property? By setting your goals and discussing your goals with you, we can understand what kind of investment would best be suited to accomplishing those goals. And that's really where we want to start, because once we understand what kind of investment makes sense, then we can start evaluating the different investment options that are available to you today. Right? Once we can go through all these options, we're going to decide on a time frame, right? And depending on you and your goal, that time frame is going to be, very variable. Maybe you've got a new promotion coming up in the next 6 months, and that's where you want to make a move. Then we're going to start dedicating time and expertise based on where we think that market's going to be in 6 months. Maybe you're selling an investment property right now and you need a 1031 exchange into something. Understanding that time frame is really going to help us align and make this work as seamlessly for you as it possibly can. We're going to start setting your criteria and then we're going to identify your markets, right? Different investment options are available in different markets. Different markets appreciate in their own way. They cash flow in their own way. They are subject to or not subject to different external factors that will all play or play against what your particular goal set is. And so we're going to need to identify which markets are going to make most sense to you. And then we're going to introduce you to our team in those markets, right? So just like Malika in Tennessee, we have teams in all of our different markets standing ready to help you guys accomplish what it is that you're looking to accomplish. And once we understand what it is that you're looking to accomplish and which product of ours will help you accomplish that goal, we're going to get you introduced to the team that holds the key to those products so that we can help you guys accomplish what it is you are looking to do. And so next step would be to schedule a consultation with myself. For all of us who have already spoken in the last 48 hours, like I said, I'm going to give a follow-up call to you guys after this is completed. But for everyone that I've missed, just know that there's going to be a follow-up call coming from me. If you're unable to make that call, I will leave a voicemail, but here is my contact information as well. If you want to take a snapshot of this in the off chance that I get you while you're working or at the gym or whatever it may be, let's get on a call and have a brief discussion about what it is that you're looking to accomplish, what your experiences are in real estate, what your time frames look like, and then we can put together a strategy and a game plan and how we can help you accomplish what it is that you're looking to do. And guys, thank you so much for being here this evening. We appreciate it. It looks like we finished a little bit ahead of schedule, so get you guys about 20 minutes back on your nights. Thank you for spending your time with us tonight. We do appreciate it. We hope we were able to bring some value to you in this presentation, and we look forward to speaking with everybody in the next coming days. Thank you guys again. Look forward to talking to you soon and have an excellent night. Malika, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate the insight you were able to bring us about this market.
Thank you so much.
Have a good night, everybody. Thank you.